There's literally no amount of money you could pay me to do that. I would die. A paragliding fatality of James P. Funder. A pilot died after a crash near Mount 7 summit. 2 people found dead in a vehicle on Mount 7. RCMP described the deaths as suspicious. I thought Lomar was gonna die or something. I don't know what the hell was going on. Thought I heard something. I wouldn't mind, to be honest, going back up this trail and maybe even down where Lomar had his incident. What I am thinking too is maybe going back to that trail where I saw that person the first time. I don't even know if I could call it a person.
You look familiar.
Well, that's creepy. Something trying to draw me into the woods? Alright, let's just be cautious for bears and other things that could potentially kill us. I legit just heard a scream in this direction now. Holy. Oh, hi there. Welcome back to another rendition of Angelo looking at wild stuff. Anyways, that's just a joke, really bad one, but yeah guys, welcome back to another video. We are currently at the base of Mount 7 once again here in Golden, British Columbia. So what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be going up for probably the last time. Reason why is because I don't know when I'm coming back, so I do genuinely love this place. Mount 7 is magical. It's one of the best places to visit, and yeah, honestly, it's pretty awesome. But not only that, it's also haunted. What we do know is that it's haunted by, probably people who used to work up in that area, which is a very dangerous spot to be in, especially during the winter. I have been up there during the winter time, and it is quite treacherous. So we do know there's deaths from lumber workers, miners, all that sort of thing. And yeah, there's also something else going on up there. On multiple occasions now, I have seen something, and I don't know who or what it is. There's also a lot of history of paragliders, people jumping off the mountain, kind of floating off in the wind. We might get lucky today and actually see something like that. Again, I did last year, the first time I came here, and it was pretty awesome. It is a bit hazy, so the views probably aren't going to be as good as they were the last couple of times coming here, just because I think there's a wildfire in the area. I can kind of smell it. It's not super bad, but yeah, it's kind of just annoying. Unfortunately, Lomar is not with me on this one. I wish he had an opportunity to come back up to Mount 7 with me. But yeah, let's hit the old bumpy trail or road or whatever. I might also stop. There's a trail, and it's called something funny. I'll show you when we get there. But other than that, smash the like button and let's get the adventure started. Also, there is legit the cutest dog ever. I love huskies. I think huskies are beautiful. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hello. Oh, are you scared? Oh no, you want to say hi. Mind if I pet your dog?
Oh, sure.
Hi. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you have 2 same colored eyes. Normally they have 2 different colored eyes. You are friendly. Okay, time to go. Hope you had a good day. That was pretty awesome. Little doggo was very, very friendly. He apparently is a wolf dog. That's why he has 2 of the same colored eyes. If he was a husky, he'd probably have like 1 blue and then 1 sort of like a green or a brown or whatever. That's what I've always seen. I think every husky I've ever met always had the 2 different colored eyes. I don't think I've ever met a wolf dog before, so that's new. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's start making our way up the mountain. I'm really excited for this. I was kind of feeling tired, but now that we're finally here and we're starting this adventure for the last time, I am once again regaining my energy or whatever. I don't know. I think it's just adrenaline due to excitement. But what we're gonna do, I think just kind of to start off, we're gonna drive probably straight to the top. It's gonna take about half an hour for me to get up there, and the views, even just driving along, are pretty freaking awesome. But the best views are at the top, and it's early enough that we'll have a really good view, but I just want to kind of, get up there, explore that area, and then we're going to figure out if we're going to camp at that same spot that I did last time, if it's available, if no one is there. Otherwise, we'll come a little bit lower and find a spot somewhere else, maybe, and camp out there. So we'll see. It might be interesting to kind of change areas. But we do know, up at that top area, there's 100% something something is up there that I keep seeing, and I have no idea what the hell it is, or who it is, rather. What I've seen is this man, and like half of his face is missing. I've seen him twice, which is crazy. Maybe tonight I'll set up like multiple different cameras and see if we can actually capture whatever this person or entity is up here. Or maybe we can actually figure out what happened to them. Like, were they part of an accident? Did something attack them? I don't know. But that's kind of, you know, part of the paranormal world, is trying to figure out what's going on here. But anyway, so far, so good. We got views of trees, mountains. Yeah. We'll see what else we end up getting up to, and we'll also see where that trail is, and maybe we'll hike that just to kind of see what the heck is out there. Smells so good up here. So I don't know if I'm tripping out or something, but I swear the fire pit is missing. What? So the spot is empty, and there's no one here, which is good. That means we might be able to camp up here again. I am obviously going to go to the top, because you have to. If you come up here, you literally have to go all the way to the top. But I'm kind of confused. Where did it... Yeah, it's literally missing. Unless I'm tripping or somebody moved it somewhere. There is legit no fire pit anymore. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, wasn't it like literally right there? Either someone stole it. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Yeah, that's weird. Odd. So yeah, there used to be like a building over here, which is gone now. I don't know why they would do that, but okay. So I definitely need to throw my sweater on, because it's cool up here. It's about almost 10 degrees Celsius colder up here than it is down in the town. And I can assure you it is going to get probably cold tonight. So the weather was showing in Golden it's going to go down to about, I think, 3 degrees Celsius, so very close to freezing. Which means up here we very well could hit below freezing. So this might be a rough night. But yeah, let's throw my sweater on. I'm contemplating driving up, or should I just walk up? I don't know. Haven't decided yet. We'll see. Damn, look at that. Wow. I don't know why, it's just like, it feels so amazing every single time, even though I've literally been up here probably 4 or 5 times at this point. Wow, that is incredible. All right, let's go up to the platform and see what the view is from there. There we go. Man, if I ever do come back, I think I'm gonna eventually try and hike up that way. What I do know is that there is another trail, and it goes up to the peak. Like, this is not the peak. This is technically just, I guess, part of the recreation area, and where people obviously jump from is literally right here, which is pretty crazy. And then they kind of just float in the air. Unfortunately, there's no one here doing that today. Maybe somebody will come through later, but yeah, pretty freaking incredible up here. So in my usual fashion, I think I'm gonna pop squat on the platform, or maybe even just right here is fine, and just enjoy the view for a little while. Okay, so these guys are legit about to ride down. I kind of need to see this. I would never. I don't know where they stop at. You guys all riding down? Heading down. Oh yeah? Well, have fun. Oh my god. Jesus. There's literally no amount of money you could pay me to do that. I would die. I would literally die. Anyway, let's just relax. All right. Well, at least this time it's not as windy. Last time there was a storm, but right now it does not look like there are any storms brewing at all. But from this angle, I literally look like I'm in the sky right now. So I'm gonna chill for a moment, because it did take a while to get up here. I'm gonna have myself a Michael Bob and enjoy a little bit of whatever we have left of daylight. It's still pretty early. I haven't fully decided yet where we're gonna camp out, but I cannot believe those guys literally just rode down. That was intense. Like, that looked scary from where I was standing. And apparently they go, like, I guess all the way down and then stop, and then I guess they have to obviously come back. So we'll probably see them in like maybe a couple of hours popping back out of there. But no, I have the worst debilitating fear of heights. Even this is intense for me, which is why I'm kind of preferable to looking this way, because looking that way is kind of scary. But it is helping me, doing more and more of this, overcome that fear of heights. So yeah, anyway, cheers to Mount 7 for the very last time. Alright, so I found some interesting information regarding Mount 7, and this is particularly not fully, but particularly regarding the paragliders that actually jump off of this mountain. So what I did try to find out is if there's a recorded number of actual fatalities on Mount 7. Unfortunately, not everything has been recorded. Remember, they probably used to mine and, used to do lumber work up here for well over a decade, maybe? I don't really even know. So those deaths probably were never recorded. However, what was recorded is a paragliding fatality of James P. Funder. It's Pfunder. I don't know if it's Funder or Pfunder. That was July 25th, 2016. A pilot died after a crash near Mount 7 summit during the Will XC event. Then there was also 2 people found dead in a vehicle on Mount 7. RCMP described the deaths as suspicious. Trails and the paraglider launch were closed during the investigation. This was on September 11th, 2022, so it actually wasn't even that long ago. The Mount 7 community flying pages also record at least one historic fatal accident at the site and discuss other serious accidents, not always the full formal news coverage. The site documents that location's long history of high-risk flying activity. So like I pointed out in previous videos, there are 2 plaques right kind of in front of me, and they do what I assume show are the 2 people who have passed away from paragliding on Mount 7. I mean, it's pretty, risky business. But the other interesting thing is the 2 bodies that were found inside of a car, and there's like really no news report about it. I don't know. I'm going to do a little bit more research and see if I can actually find the news report about it. But apparently it was near the Bull Evans Foresty Road on Mount 7. I don't know exactly where that is, but I'll see if I can maybe pull it up. That's literally the road that we take to come up here, so I don't know exactly where that is in particular. It doesn't really say, but I'll see if I can find maybe more information. But in a few moments I'm going to start heading back down, and we'll figure out what to do next exactly. So clearly none of these are the name in particular that we read about, but in memory of Peter Bull Evans, pilot, okay, so he died, I don't know if he died on this mountain, but they named the road after him, so that's kind of cool. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna head back down, and I don't know yet. I don't know what we're doing. Back at the campsite, essentially. I'm already starting to set up, got the table ready, getting the grill ready, charcoal, that kind of stuff, so might as well get ready to start making dinner, because it does take a second. I want to use charcoal, so it does take a second to get that lit. But I want to talk about like what happened here last time. I remember, I thought Lomar was gonna die or something. I don't know what the hell was going on. I did take a second to go and see if he needed help, which he obviously did. And somebody made a comment about that, as if like I delayed and waited or something. And it's like, you guys have to understand, first of all, Lomar is an adult. He's a big boy, he can handle himself. He does this on his own all the time as well, back home in Nova Scotia. You also have to remember that, like, when you're used to, like, somebody's kind of character, he normally, if he hears something, he will react, and sometimes he's a bit loud. And that's kind of what happened on that occasion, specifically. So it was like, it took me a second to kind of process, like, okay, is he just reacting to something, or does he legitimately need help? As it turned out, he did need a little bit of help, but, it's not like he wouldn't have been able to get back up and, get back over here. The other thing that sucked for him was spraying himself in the face by accident with the bear spray. I know it's, like, not great to laugh, but it is kind of a funny situation, just how it happened, because I saw his footage and he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do a little test spray. I guess with the wind, it literally just came right back in his eyes. That sucked, but he was okay like the day after, so it's not really that big of a deal anyways. But yeah, just gonna chill here for a second. I guess afterwards we can go up that trail. It looks like people actually do come right through here from the top, I guess. I don't know, I guess it like kind of comes around and then down. Kind of an interesting trail for the mountain bikers. It's interesting and fun to kind of observe. Anyway, just gonna chill for a moment or two, and then we'll get the Barbie lit, and we'll get to cooking. It's going to be a simple dinner tonight, but it's going to be a good one. Alright guys, so I've made a decision. I'm not going to actually stay the entire night like we did last time. Reason why is because I kind of want to go and investigate other spots as we make our way down Mount 7. It's pretty much the last opportunity we have to do that. However, we are still going to stay camped in this spot until at least it gets dark, and then see if we start getting some spooky stuff, kind of like last time. But what I need to do for the moment is get some kindling ready, so that way we can get the fire started. There we go. Beautiful. I also just realized that all the fire starters are in the car at the moment, but we'll grab those in a second. Let's get a lot of kindling ready for fire in a little bit, and also, like I said, the barbecue. Okay, we got plenty of wood. I'm gonna probably divvy this up, some of it to start our campfire after. Man, I didn't realize how much I got. But yeah, that's for the campfire afterwards. Let's get this lit for now. Perfect. Alrighty. So, yeah, we're pretty much done in BC after this. Heading to Alberta tomorrow. Probably not filming anything until we get to basically northern Ontario, just because I don't really think there is much really to film, like kind of on the way. I'm sure I could find something, but I don't know. I'm just going to kind of focus on the trek back. But yeah, we might stop in the far northern part of Ontario, camp out for like another day or two, and then that's pretty much it. That is going to be the end of this adventure, unfortunately. I'm going to probably wait about an hour before I start the actual campfire, but she's all set to go. And I have a bunch of bought wood, so I might as well just use as much of it tonight as I possibly can, just so that way I can make space in the car. Thought I heard something. Might have just been a tree or something, but yeah, so I was going to wait a little bit to get this fire started, but it's starting to get cold real fast. Like I said, it's going to get a little nippy tonight out here, which is another reason that's just not motivating me to want to stay out the entire night. I'm just not mentally prepared for that. Not yet. We'll get to winter camping when it's winter camping time. But anyway, doesn't matter. Let's get this started so we can stay nice and toasty. There we go. Wish I had some bark or something. I'm trying to find any, but that's okay. I don't really think we need it. Good thing is we got lots of wood. I'm still confused as to what happened to the actual fire pit that was literally right here. It's obvious that somebody dumped all of the ash and maybe stole the fire pit, which is kind of like, who steals a fire pit? Like, dude, that was paid for by taxpayers. Like, you literally, that's like stealing your own shit. That just doesn't make any sense, but okay. Yeah, sure. I guess he figured, whatever, I ain't paying for it, but it's like, no, you literally did. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Is what it is, I guess. Alright, these are lighting pretty quick. Now I'm gonna go grab my food, my seasoning, and that... Okay, that was a little louder. What was that? Definitely heard something. I don't see anything. It sounded like it was right back there, but there are still people here. So I don't know if somebody's coming through, but I don't see anybody. That was loud, though. That was like a loud thump. I'm telling you, this place is super, super weird. But anyway, barbecue's almost ready. Time to start cooking up some food. That was weird. I legit heard somebody like call out. I don't know why. There's like a whole bunch of people up there right now. People seem to like coming here to watch the sunset, which I honestly don't blame them. It's a great spot for that. So, anyway, for tonight, we're going a little bit simple. So, for dessert, raspberries. They were on sale. We also got cremini mushrooms, which I'm thinking, since the grill is actually like a decent size, what I might do actually, just because I want them to actually get charcoal cooked, is I'm going to actually lay them on the one side where there's less charcoal, just so that way we can actually cook them properly, and then afterwards I might just wrap them in tin foil just to finish them off. But mushrooms tend to cook pretty quick. The other thing, I don't know why, I just kind of felt like pork loin rib chops in the raw, I guess. Okay, I think they're just talking, but yeah, these were a little expensive. I mean, they are big, like they're big cuts, so I guess that's probably why. May contain fish, milk, peanuts. Actually, it says it contains fish, milk, peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, crustaceans, egg. What? That's weird. How is there fish or milk? I don't understand what's going on here. So I think I'm going to just make one for now and then maybe save the rest for like tomorrow or something. I don't know. But I'm trying to buy like less food because lately I just haven't been able to eat it all, and then it just ends up in the garbage, and I hate wasting food. It's like the worst thing ever. Makes me feel bad, especially knowing like there's starving people out there that would literally eat just about anything. Alrighty, let's grab salt, pepper. So we're gonna do some relatively basic seasoning. Actually, let me take the some of these mushrooms out. I'm not gonna make too many. But I love mushrooms. Apparently cremini mushrooms, which is what these are like one of the best, most nutritious things you can actually eat. At least the most nutritious mushroom. There's a lot of like vitamins and stuff apparently. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should be good enough. We'll save the rest for later. Alrighty, let's start seasoning. So what I'm going to do is salt, pepper, garlic, and basil on both. Stick to the same spices on both of your meals, I guess. Get some salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic. That's the one thing I forgot to get today, was to replace these because they're just kind of gross at this point. There we go, lots of garlic. And last but not least, let's get our basil. We're starting to run a little bit low on this. It's starting to get cold. Holy crap. I'm gonna put tons of basil. I love basil. Basil, basil, basil. I actually forgot to put the rest in here. Actually, what I could do after... that looks really funny. It didn't really stick very well, but I probably oversalted my mushrooms. What I might do is actually start cooking in here and then put them on the grill. I think that makes more sense. Alright, let's flip her over. Gotta go clean my hand in a sec. Some sanitizer. Let's just hope that this whole thing doesn't dump right on the pork. I hate when it's all like in one spot. Okay, there we go. Beauty, 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 beauty. Bam! And last but not least, a little bit of basil. Or apparently a lot of basil. That's hilarious. Alright, we are good. Once this is fully heated up, then we can actually cook everything. Bigfoot? I wonder if they see something. Maybe like an animal or something? And they're trying to basically... I can't tell. Oh well.
Someone's coming through.
Oh, hi!
Hi.
Well, if there is one, there must be more. I don't think she even realized like I was here. She just came through. She's like, oh, hi. Hello. Probably caught her off guard a little bit. Alright, so yeah, basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna start cooking the mushrooms in the pot. I don't know if we really have enough heat. I might actually do it over the campfire in a second. So basically what I'm aiming to do is get the moisture out of the mushrooms so that way the spices will actually start to stick to the mushrooms. Okay, let's do it this way instead. That should work out a little better. I just gotta wait a little bit, and then once they're kind of moist and I can mix all the spices together properly, we can start throwing each individual mushroom right on top of the grill. I think it's a good idea. It's a little bit of an experiment, right? Okay, so I think the heat was a little too much. Spices literally burned. Which I do know that can happen, but like, yeah, it happened. Oh well. I could add more. Alright, I know the framing right now is kind of weird with the camera, but basically just kind of trying to slow roast these mushrooms here. Gotta get them a little closer to the center so they actually start to cook. Spin this one around. I find mushrooms are like a delicate procedure. It's like surgery sometimes. Anyway, let's get this pork chop on here. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, soon we can eat our delicious meal. Okay, so what I did was I ended up slicing up the mushrooms so that way they can nice and evenly cook, which is exactly what we're ending up with. It smells really good, I can assure you of that. Our pork chop is looking really nice. There we go. I'm actually surprised nobody else came down. I'm pretty sure there's other cyclists up there. I don't really know like where the trail like kind of comes through, but that was scary watching those dudes go down there. Like I said, I would never. I would lose my mind trying to do that. No, there's no way. Okay, almost done. Well, looks like most people are starting to leave. Missing something here. I need a fork. Alrighty. Well, the sun is almost fully set. We're gonna need some lights in a few moments. But let's see how we did with our pork chop. Maybe I should have just cooked both. But I felt like I wasn't really that hungry. Damn. That came out really good. Holy crap. Mushrooms? Also really good. I wish the spice didn't burn the way it did, but it's not really making it taste bad, so that's fine. I think I did a pretty dang good job. That was delicious. I'm actually glad I only cooked one, because now that I've eaten, I realized one was enough. Sometimes when you're hungry, you just overthink things, but let's have a couple raspberries for dessert. Lately I've been on a berry binge. Berry blitz. Berry bonanza. Whatever. Berries are good. Ooh, these are sour. Also, raspberry or raspberry? English language is so weird. Anyway, I'm about to go back to the cart. I'm going to put the rest of the food back in there so we don't attract animals, hopefully. And grab some lights as well. There we go. Slowly but surely, I think everyone is leaving. So I'm gonna wait until, I think there's like a couple more people up top. So I'm gonna just basically wait until they leave. And once we're truly completely alone and it is completely dark, and I guess we'll start investigating. We'll start slow. We'll start with some spirit box action, and I wouldn't mind, to be honest, going back up this trail and maybe even down where Lomar had his incident, and I guess we'll just see how this goes. There's a ATV. That looks like fun. Oh, there's another one. Oh no, those are motorcycles. Oh wow, they drove up here on motorcycles. Cool. Well, actually, I think they were dirt bikes, but anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this campfire for a little bit too. Dang you mosquitoes! How are you still here? It's cold. But yeah, I've been chilling next to this fire for the last little while here, and it's kind of nice. It's very toasty, keeping me nice and warm, but at some points it got a little too hot and I thought I was about to melt. Don't want to have another melty shoot incident, kind of like this one. I don't know why I threw my old ones on today. I figured because it's so like dusty here. But yeah, I think everybody's left. I haven't heard anything up there in a while. One thing I am hoping for tonight is that the sky is like really clear, because we might actually see northern lights and also the stars, the Milky Way. The first time I came here, it was amazing. I have like a really cool photo on my Instagram of it, just pointing the camera and taking some shots, and it came out phenomenal. But anyway, now that the sun has set, ooh, my legs are getting a little hot. All on one side. That's brutal. But yeah, let's get start off with Skinwalker Talker, I suppose, aka the Spirit Talker. And what I am thinking too is maybe going back to that trail where I saw that person the first time. I don't even know if I can call it a person. Was it like something demonic, or was it like a zombie? Like, did I legit see a zombie up on top of a mountain? That is crazy. But alright, we have this thing running now. Let's see what we get. So I am back for probably the last time, at least for a long while. Last time we were here, Lomar and I both saw something. We don't know what the hell it was, but it definitely scared the crap out of us. Do you want to tell us what it was that we saw? Oddly quiet. Anything at all. It is just so quiet right now. It's also getting really dark.
You look familiar.
Well, that's creepy. Literally just said, "You look familiar." Well, yeah, I've been here before. Can I ask who I'm communicating with or talking to, or... I swear I hear something. It sounds like it's coming from that direction. Like movement. It's very subtle, though.
No, sir.
No, sir? You don't want to communicate? Is that what you're saying? One thing I have learned is that when you're next to the campfire, try and sit longwise like this, because the heat will
Deceit.
absorb better and keep you warmer for longer. Deceit. What do you mean by deceit? Was someone deceived somehow? Is something going to try and deceive me? Just quiet. kind of sounds like a vehicle is coming up, but I can't tell at the moment. Whoa,
Purpose.
what was that? Whatever the hell that was pretty loud. I don't see anything. There it is again. It's like a really loud knock. Who's there? It was too loud to be like a tree creaking. Hope. I think I'm gonna go check. I just want to make sure like there's nothing there. I'm gonna bring this with me. Let's just try not to pull a Lomar and spray ourselves in the face with it, because that would suck. I've never experienced trip. Okay, I've never experienced bear spray before, and I'm not sure that I really want to be honest. Let's go find out. Here's to hoping there's no grizzly bear out there right now. Although, whoa, damn, freaking light already went out. What the hell? What is going on? This light will not turn on. There we go. Let's see if it goes out again. I don't know what just happened there, but oh shit. Okay, well that sucks. I have to go get a battery. Hang on. Let's see if it happens one more time. Yep. Okay, something drained my battery. Okay, we're back in business here. Got a fresh battery for my light. That was strange. All my batteries are fully charged, so that should not be happening. But it did happen, so yeah, I don't know. But whatever was knocking out here literally sounded pretty close. Like I said, I don't see why anybody would be out on this trail right now. Let's just watch where we step. Something trying to draw me into the woods? Damn, it's so creepy over here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, we found the fire pit. What is it doing there? That doesn't make sense. Why the hell is it there? How is it there? What the f? Okay. That is the fire pit, right? I think. Looks like it. I don't understand how the hell it ended up here. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I mean, last time we were here, it hasn't been that long. It's only been a few weeks. It's like either someone came through and for some odd reason... Is it heavy? It's not that heavy. Alright, let's just be cautious for bears and other things that could potentially kill us. Especially mountain lions now. We're in their territory. For a second, I thought I heard a voice. Somebody there? Hello? I hear something. Something moving. I don't know where, but... I don't know. Something out here? What the f is that? It sounded like metal. Okay. I'm gonna start making my way back. There might actually be a bear over here. Or something. Something was making a weird ass noise. I'm just gonna have this ready, just in case. Like, the only thing that I could think of, obviously that's metal, is this thing. And again, what it's even doing here, I have no idea. I might actually grab it and bring it back. I don't see why it should be here. Doesn't quite make sense. Ooh, it's chilly. I definitely feel something. It's abnormal. What the hell was that? It sounded like something crashed. What was it? I don't see anything. Wait, what the f? Whoa! How the hell did that happen? What the f? Something knocked the table over. And my tripod. Okay. What the fuck? Did someone come through? How did that even happen? What the hell? I'm so confused. That legitimately does not even make sense right now. Unless something just came through and did that. Also, I just heard something rumbling from that direction. Is that like a car off in the distance, or what is going on right now? It's creepy. Okay, but seriously though, I don't know. Dude, this table's pretty heavy. Well, it's not the heaviest table in the world, but like heavy enough that how did that even happen? That's crazy. Okay. The beer I put on the floor. That's kind of, I don't even know why. Okay, that was definitely strange to say the least. Okay. Well, I am itching to go to other places, but I mean other spots like on the mountain. I still don't know like where this spot was that they found these two bodies. I'm gonna try, I have Starlink set up, so I'm gonna actually try and see if I can research like the exact location where this car was. But before we leave, I'm going to wait a bit. Just because, I mean, we have a beautiful campfire. So why leave now all of a sudden? But yeah, there's obviously something going on here. It is like poltergeist activity, essentially. I mean, to move a table, that thing is down there. I don't know what the is going on right now, but it's pretty wild. I apologize for my language. But yeah, I don't... Why did it just sound like somebody walked by? Like literally right behind the camera? That was weird. Okay, that was creepy. It legit sounded like, unless there was like a chipmunk or something, but I think they've all gone to sleep at this point. I haven't heard a single like chipmunk or squirrel. Oh, mosquito like really got me. It's so itchy. Oh man. Whoa. Why did the car alarm just go off? Like what just happened? Hearing something moving back there, but the car alarm like legit just went off. Hello? Sounds like somebody's driving up the road. I don't see anybody. Okay. Weird. Car's acting up again, I guess. There's definitely somebody coming. Oh, watch how people like barrel up this mountain. It's pretty wild. I think there's two. Howdy. That's one. And two. I mean, they actually didn't go as fast as I thought they would, but there was one car earlier, like what an asshole. He went up so fast that there was just this massive cloud of dust. There was this poor lady trying to walk up there, and she's just like, in a massive dust storm. And yeah, I just thought that was kind of dickish, if you ask me. Like, if you see people on the road, like, don't drive 80 kilometers per hour going up this mountain in this crazy dirt road. Like, it's just rude, because you know you're going to kick up a lot of dust. I hate that. I really, really hate that. Anyway, yeah, that was odd. I don't know why the alarm just went off, but okay, I think, I don't know, I kind of want to go to the top for a second, but I might just drive up there instead of walking, kind of see what the vibe is like, and then start checking out some different spots, which is why I'm not camping up here, just because we need to start making our way down so we can see those spots. And the other thing too is I'm going to start my long trek home, so I needed a good rest. I ended up booking, I was going to say ordering, I ended up booking a place to stay tonight, just so that way I can get, like, you know, a good amount of rest. So I just heard a chipmunk, and it literally sounded like it was right next to me. Okay, anyway, let's get back here. And I guess start grabbing our things, and we will get the heck out of here. Don't ask me why, but I've decided I'm going to walk up. And I think the reason why is because driving down this road from the top there kind of sketches me out. I don't know. I just don't like it, and I just kind of want to get the body moving a little bit. But yeah, let's head up to the top. catch one last view of the top of Mount 7, and then we'll start making our way out of here. Oh, once again, out of breath. Damn, is it ever a drive, but holy, there she is. Golden, British Columbia, from the top view. Probably the last time. Love it. Oh, we got music. Hey, puppy. Hey. That's so funny. Oh, here comes the other one. See you later. Alright, guys. Beautiful view. But it is our time to make our way out of here. Also for copyright reasons. Obviously, those people are listening to music, and can't really have that in the video. Well, there go the doggos. Jackson and Summit. They were so cute. Oh man. They were like having the time of their lives up there. They're like, whoa, where are we? Anyways, guys, I'm about to hop in the car, and we're going to find another spot on the way down. But yeah, we're going to see if we can figure out exactly where this spot is, that basically this car with these two dead bodies were found. We are slowly making our way back down here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly where I can stop. And I'm not really finding anything online. I mean, my phone kind of is disconnected right now because Starlink is not up. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out exactly where this car possibly would have been. If I get service at some point, I'll be able to know. Okay, this is kind of crazy, but I was able to get just enough service that I was able to punch into ChatGPT where exactly this car was found and where the exact coordinates were. Apparently, it's right where I am. Now, there's a creepy part to this. The very first time I came here to Mount 7, this is the exact same spot that I camped. Only reason we did that was because the spot up there was taken from my friend from Brampton, apparently. But we didn't know. I didn't know it was him, he didn't know it was me. So, yeah, that's scary. Scary to think that I camped in a spot where they found dead bodies. Anyway, okay. So, I don't really know, like, what to do. I don't know exactly, obviously, where the car was, like, parked. But, yeah, dude, that is sketchy. And I also remembered that there's, like, a trail right there as well. I'm trying to remember where that other trail was that had that funny name to it. What's up here, though? I don't think I ever even really realized that there was another road. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I would like to find the other trail. The funny name to that trail was Wet Dream. So, yeah, I don't remember if it was further down or further up this way, but to be honest, like, I mean, if it's like a viewpoint, I guess there's really not much of a point in even going, because you'd want to kind of do it during the day, but I completely missed it, unfortunately. All right, well, I am curious, is this just like a ATV trail that just goes to some other random section? I have no idea. There's so many like random roads and trails that just kind of go all over the place. I mean, I'm sure if we were to go down some of them, I mean, this one's a little bit sketchy because it really narrows out, so I don't want to risk it taking the car here. But I just kind of want to see. I noticed too, a lot of the roads, like the roads back that way, are really starting to erode. What the hell did I just see? For a second there, I saw like a shadow. Like a really tall shadow. That was creepy. But, as I was saying, a lot of the roads going further up to the top there, you can tell they're starting to erode where the road is getting very, very narrow. And I guess if that continues, either they would have to decide to fix the road, or you know, people are just not going to be able to come up here anymore, which is going to be sad. That is really, really. What the hell was that? I swear I just heard a scream up there. Hello? I was about to turn around and go back to the car because. Oh yeah, this is definitely not a road you want to drive up. Holy crap. It's a little messed up. Hello? It legit sounded like somebody screamed. I don't see anything. There would be no way any car would be up this way. Look how it divots there on the right. That would be madness. I mean, if you had a truck with like a really high lift kit, you'd be fine. Maybe. Somebody up there? Well, that's creepy. Unless it resonated from somewhere else? I don't know. Weird. Is that my car? That is my car, right? It's glowing a lot. Okay, what the was that? Something's moving out there, but I legit just heard a scream in this direction now. What the Hello? So we heard it in the... What the Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh. Holy crap! What the Holy I just saw him again. What the What the Guys? Oh my god, I'm sorry, but... Holy crap, that scared me. Oh my god. I just saw the man up there again. With the half-missing face? What the... What are you? What the fuck was that? I forgot to bring my bear spray. Oh, man. Are you kidding me right now? Holy shit. Oh. Oh my. Dude. What the That is the third time I've seen him. I gotta check the footage because I don't even know if I happened to turn the camera the entire way, but Oh, man. Dude, that is like for realsies one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, no joke. What is going on in this place? I also just saw eyes over there. Whew. Legit just had to run for my life. I'm gonna grab the bear spray. I'm gonna go back. Oh, it just caught me off guard. When you see something like that. Almost kind of at the corner of your eye sort of thing, but... No, I like fully looked at it. Holy shit. Okay. You know what? I ain't backing down. I want to see if whatever it is still here. What are you? Gosh, it's so quiet. Do you want to show yourself to me? You know what? Let's try something here. A little bit of skinwalker talker. Leave it running in my pocket. This is the third time that I've seen you, and I have no idea what you are. Are you human? I mean, to be honest with you, it kind of looked like the same person. I only caught a glimpse of it, though. But I definitely saw what I saw. Do you want to show yourself again?
Follow is right.
What? Follow us right? I can't go right. There's just a lot of bush over there. What are you doing over there? Is that where you ran off to?
I was stationed here.
Oh, shit. You were stationed here. Did you work here? Well, I guess that's what that means, really. Okay. How did you die? If that's what happened to you, was it a really terrible accident? Did you fall? Okay, I just heard a scream again. By the car. What the fuck? Who's there? Dude, that ain't no animal noise. Legit sounded like a person. For a second I thought I saw something move. It looked really dark. Was that you again?
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did hear that. That scream, again. What's doing that? This is making me really nervous. I don't know what the hell we're dealing with right now, but it's freaky. What's making those screams? Do I dare even soon? Is that what I just said? Soon? Excuse me? What the fuck? Guys, I didn't touch the hood of my car. Like at all today. Fuck.
Opposite.
Opposite what? I don't know what you're telling me. I'm ready to get out of here, to be honest. That is freaky. Like, dude. What the fuck? Someone touched the hood of my car. I mean, I didn't notice if that was there earlier, but Just noticing it now. You know, let me grab the tripod for a second. Okay, I just kind of want to wait in silence. I want to see if something else happens, shows up, shows itself. That is creepy. 2 handprints right on my car, and it looks like one kind of like rubbed for whatever reason. Yeah, let's just give it a minute. Just a complete moment of silence. I'm not even going to move. Nothing. Just complete and utter silence. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here tonight. This spot seems to be on a whole other level. And not only that, but I have had my own crazy experiences in this exact spot. Oh, man. I guess for those of you who maybe didn't see the video last year, we encountered a grizzly bear, a fairly large grizzly bear. It was off in the trees, and a lot of people thought I shot the bear. I didn't shoot the bear. I literally shot a warning shot well above it. So, yeah, that's that. And then it took off, but then I ended up leaving because, I mean, why would I stay in the area if there's clearly a grizzly bear in this area, which means it's its territory? I guess we'll try one more thing, and then maybe we'll try and find another spot, like, down the road somewhere. Maybe? I'm getting a little bit tired. I got an early morning tomorrow, so I might have to call this a little bit of an early one tonight, but wow, did we ever get some crazy shit. I don't like that. Could hardly even understand it when it does that. I'd rather leave it on text. What is it that I saw out in the road up here? I mean, to me, the only thing I can think of is like somebody was in a really bad accident over here, whether it was mining or lumber. Or, I mean, accidents, especially back in the day, used to happen probably all the time. Is it somebody who's like tormented by what happened to them and they just never crossed over? I will pray for your soul after, and hopefully that helps send you over to the other side finally. Are you stuck here? Or are you something else? Nothing. Very quiet all of a sudden. Where'd you go? Okay, so we get here, we hear a bunch of weird screaming sounds or whatever. Now nothing. Literally just nothing. Do you not want to talk? I mean, it says it's picking something up, so I don't know. Magnetic interference. Weirdly enough, it increases when I get lower to the ground.
Machine gun.
No, there's no machine guns here. What do you mean by machine gun? Is that how you were killed? Yeah, it literally goes up when I go lower to the ground. It's very odd. Can you tell me about the 2 bodies, the people that were found here? I'm guessing it was never solved. It was just deemed suspicious by the RCMP. That's pretty much all there was to it. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna start heading out. I'm hearing something that way. Might have just been an animal, but... Sandra. Okay. So I always find it interesting when Sandra comes up, because that's my deceased grandmother's name. Nonna, is that you? You looking out for me? There's kind of an interesting story. Because apparently she's, around. What the hell was that? I just heard something behind the camera. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing coming in this direction. But, yeah, I went to an event once, and there was a lady who claims to be a medium, and, she said that, oh, your grandmother is with you. And it was very odd because my grandmother had just passed away. I think maybe like a week and a half before, something like that. Week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. And yeah, she described her perfectly. And it was it was pretty wild. All right, I think I'm gonna make my way further down. I don't know if I'm gonna stop anywhere else. I guess if I see somewhere interesting, I will. But damn, we got a lot tonight. Holy crap. And like, what are the odds that this car would have been parked right where I camped, not even like a year ago? That's crazy. But all right, let's get a move on. What the hell? That was so weird. My camera literally focused on a person on the side of the road there for a second. But we're almost there. Well, not really. We're about like maybe a third of the way at the moment. But I can see the lights from the town. And I think I've decided, to be honest with you, I think I'm just going to rest up for the rest of the night. I might go grab something small to eat. I don't know why I'm craving McDonald's. I know it's really bad for you, but it is what it is. I hiked up that hill twice today, so we did technically burn off quite a few calories. The other thing too, as I was kind of coming down the mountain, I kind of was like processing, wait, I'm leaving BC tomorrow. I am out of here and I don't know when I'm coming back. I'm already talking with Alomar about potentially coming back next summer at some point, but we also want to do Newfoundland and a much longer trip in Newfoundland because it's just great over there too, and there's so much that we still haven't had a chance to explore. So many things we wanted to do, we just didn't get to doing them. Even on this trip too. I mean, I wanted to go to Yukon, Northwest Territories, and then I realized how much of a stupid idea it would have been to go up to Northwest Territories in the event that the rivers froze and we ended up getting stuck there. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end off this video. Actually, I might end up vlogging a little bit tomorrow, so maybe we're not gonna end it off right here. But in the event that we do, smash the like button. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the content from British Columbia. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. Love you. Bye-bye.